Hi everybody, my name is Elvina and today I will be talking to you about the basics and principles of management. The first thing that we have to remember, the key to any successful business is having a great team to support it. This brings us to the four basic elements in the principles of management. The first being planning. Planning is when an action plan is created and put together with the aim of reaching and targeting the organizational goal. This is followed by organizing, which is the second element, which is going to determine how to distribute the resources to organize the employees according to the plan. Now remember, we plan on achieving our goal, which is set in the earlier stage. The third thing we do is leading. Now, leading is very important in any organization because this is when we lead, we motivate, we encourage our employees and our staff and our subordinates so that together we work closely towards achieving that common goal. And fourthly, we talk about controlling. This is when we actually have to think, evaluate, and go through the process to see whether what we have done is actually reaching and helping the organization reach their targeted goal. Steve Jobs once said that great things in businesses are never done by one person. Today, we will be talking about the element of leadership, and we are going to be featuring the Dragonfly Preschool, and we will also be focusing on one of their branches in Semenyih, which is located in Selangor, Malaysia.
Leadership is defined as a process of motivating, influencing, directing others towards the realization of organizing goal. Effective leadership skill consists of 5 main elements, which is the powers to influence perspective, contingency perspective, transformations perspective, behavior perspective, goal and good traits, which include strategic thinking, achievement, power, motivation, charisma, and emotional intelligence. Therefore, a good leadership helps building a positive leading in order to provide fundamental foundation developing in organization. There are 10 skills which make a good leader: communication, motivation, delegating positively, trustworthiness, creativity, feedback, responsibility, commitment, and adaptability.
Hi, today I am Rohani here. We would like to tell about 10 skills that makes a good leader. So, let me tell you 5 skills first. Number 1 is about communication. Explain your ideas and goals clearly. Number 2 is about motivation. Empower staffs by tapping into what motivates them. Number 3 is about neglecting. Stay efficient by sharing out jobs to be done. Number 4 is positively. Look for silver lining in all things. Number 5, trustworthiness. Encourage honesty by practicing open communication. And number 6 will be followed by Rohani.
Hi. Okay everyone, let's move to skill number 6. It is creativity, where leaders use their creativity to solve problems. Then number 7, it is feedback, where leaders deliver feedback tactfully and at the right time. Next, responsibility, where leaders responsible for their team's success and failure. Then commitment, leaders lead by example and follow through plan. And the last one is adaptability. Mishaps are inevitable. Adapt it as a challenge arrives. Thank you.
Hello and good day. My name is Kasturi. Today I'm going to talk briefly about the Dragonfly Preschool. Founded by Alice Chu in 2003, the Dragonfly Preschool has successfully nurtured over tens of thousands of children all across Malaysia through its 27 branches in 15 locations across Malaysia, and their numbers continues to grow. The Dragonfly is a preschool which strives to deliver high quality education and enrichment programs in early childhood development to children aged between 2 to 6 years of age. As part of the Dragonfly preschool's cultures, they firmly believe in cultivating excellent leadership skills, enthusiastic and high dedicated employees that sharing the same value, attitudes, standards and belief which they are acknowledged and believe in the core root of successful cooperation. The Dragonfly's vision is to foster children to be caring, confident and independent to become a future leaders. Whereas the mission is to develop simulating learning environment, parents as a co-educated for children, teachers continuously learn and teach innovatively and link the children to the world they are living. Thank you.
Hello there, I am Khadija. I was privileged to have an interview with Miss Alice Chu, the CEO of Dragonfly Preschool. She shared during the initial days, she faced quite a lot of challenges in her school as well. She went through a lot of seminars and a lot of workshops to make sure that she improved herself as a leader so she can create a better work culture for all the teachers in her preschool. Now, let's see some of the points that she has shared about leadership through the next video.
To me, it's very important to have the personalities, to be the role models to others. So, in fact, there are many personalities, in leadership skills, but the simple but is a very difficult values, that leaders must hold is being a role models to others. That means you have to build that kind of trust, that in other people, that they will believe in you, and also whatever things that you say, you have to make sure that what you promise, and then you have to do it, rather than you are telling in words only but no action. Yeah, action speak louder than words,
Mm-hmm.
So especially like for leaders, you have to show good role model to your principal, because principal is the one, who will learn from the leaders, So a leader shouldn't play a role, like for myself, I shouldn't be thinking that I'm the boss, So if let's say I'm thinking I'm the boss, then I will be the one, for giving instruction to the principal, and I may not think of what are the challenges that they face, That means I'm not going to think in their perspective, rather than I'm asking them to achieve what I want only. The most important thing is being a leader, because we cannot get someone, who is biased, who is not a role model, Then actually, once the trust is not there, then it's very difficult to rebuild back the trust,
That was an eye-opening interview from Miss Alice. We were also lucky enough to interview Miss Ivanka, the branch manager of Kota Kemuning, Semenye, and also Eco Majestic. She shared her experience working with Miss Alice for the past 7 years. She also shared some of the motivations and also some of her special moments that she shared with Miss Alice that also strive to improve Miss Ivanka herself as a leader. Let's see what have she shared through the next video.
On Miss Alice, I feel like she's a trustworthy person, and she makes me feel comfortable. And although I don't have any experience at all, she always tried to teach me something actually. So no matter when, whenever, she would try to teach me something. So I always feel like being taught by her like a daughter. Yeah. And I think because she arranged many workshops, like leadership workshops and some entrepreneurship workshops for me to attend. So that's how I learned through other speakers and through other trainers as well. So from there, I actually adopted a growing mindset because they said as a leader, you have to be a role model yourself. Have you ever think for your companies, think for your employees? Yeah. So from there, I started. It's my building relationship with Miss Alice started from venturing into a partnership with her. But then we grow stronger and we trust each other a lot, and there we knew each other more and we learned together. That's why we grow together. So I think it wasn't about who leads who, but I think it's both of us, growing together. That's how I feel. But obviously, I'm grateful that to have her as my mentor is very precious to me because I can say that she grew me into a different person. And I also remember there was a time that she asked me, what you have changes the most. I felt like I had gone through a true transformation. And then she awarded me a transformational leadership award. She wanted to appreciate me in that way. But, and I didn't expect that as well. That was before I established the Semenye Center. I was still in Kota Kemuning at that time.
That was a really good interview from these two leaders that I personally worked with. I actually loved some of the points that they shared, which is being a good role model, action speaks louder than words, the trust that they shared, and also the relationship that they have between the leader and the worker. I think that they have a really good mentality which says that leadership doesn't have a stopping point. It never ends and it always has room for improvement. It makes me ponder and wonder that if I become a leader one day, will I have a mentality like that to make sure that I always have room for improvement and to always grow? And I personally think that the culture that they have made in Dragonfly is really good and they really want the best for their teachers. That's it from me and also my interview with these two leaders. Going to the next one.
Miss Alice Chu served as the founder CEO of Dragonfly Preschool from 2003 until today. There are some characteristics we can find in Miss Alice Chu which make her a successful leader. Firstly, she has self-leadership. She has a clear direction on what she wants to achieve since she was young. She set the goal that she wants to build a kindergarten where the children can learn and grow in a lovely, stimulating and creative environment. Secondly, Miss Alice Chu is a confident leader. In 2012, she welcomed someone who shared her passion for a franchise. Dragonfly Education Sdn Bhd has 25 branches across Malaysia as of now. Lastly, Miss Alice Chu is a great communicator. She connected her employees through various activities such as training. For parents, Miss Alice Chu also designed various channels such as official website and Facebook so that they can connect to each other easily.
Next, we are going to talk about how does leading work towards achieving organization goals. When company leaders do a good job of leading by example, the personnel will show more commitment to achieve the organizational goals. They will drop the me mentality and take up the we mentality and combine efforts to ensure they achieve the periodic targets. When a leader leads by example, it shows the employees that their bosses do not just sit and watch them build a business for them, but they also get their own hands dirty, which is what the Dragonfly Preschool has been practicing for 19 years to maintain their success.
Dragonfly Preschool was established and founded by Miss Alice Chu in 2003. Here are some evidence of Miss Alice Chu working outside of the school. She held a few Facebook Live during the pandemic where she invited professional speakers to speak or to join her. This is a parenting talk live where she invited professional counselor Alice Lee to come talk about love language for children during the pandemic period. This is a business leadership online conference room hosted by Miss Alice Chu where she invited business leaders to discuss about responses and measures during the pandemic period and the ideals and purposes of running a business. She would also organize charity events such as this one here is the Hunger Relief Action Charity, where she would send food to the people who's in need. When she organizes and participates in events like that, I believe that it will promote her image and reputation in the industry, and at the same time, it will help Dragonfly Preschool gain more trust and recognition by the public.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Krishna. Today I'm here to talk about future focus for the Dragonfly Educational Center of Berhad. The future is not something we enter, the future is something we create. Embracing culture and values for future focusing is an important aspect in each organization. Dragonfly's future focus activities are building great leadership. Their unique approach in developing the team into strong leaders is essential skill. Dragonfly core values are to have fun at work, where they believe happiness create more value in organizations and leadership. Dragonfly is currently developing more branches across Malaysia to be the most preferred preschool according to the initial visions. Meanwhile, to achieve the visions, we would like to suggest a great way to develop leadership, which is to take on more responsibility and take on more than they can handle. Secondly, stepping out of their comfort zone in another way to learn something new, and by doing so. Thirdly, it involves communication with multiple stakeholders to connect with people and understand their needs. Since Dragonfly has the vision of expanding, they should manage resources such as money, supplies, equipment, space, and employees. Some other activities Dragonfly can be assured is to promote more about their leadership and organizations and to be more active on social media. This helps to raise awareness of the school and help with the company's branding as well. Parents, teachers, employees, and suppliers of Dragonfly could also come together and join in the group's corporate social responsibility activities. Team building activities and family days could be also conducted between the schools and the families to build a close bond between parents, teachers, and the management. This is not only help to advance leadership skills between the parties and give the participating parties an opportunity to get to know each other. It is said with familiarity, it is easier to communicate with each other on a personal level. These are some suggested activities that Dragonfly may apply to train the leaders and expand in the future. When the leaders are trained with stability to face the ups and downs, it will be much easier to expand anywhere around the world.
After going through the study of Dragonfly Preschool Education Group, the CEO of Dragonfly Preschool, Miss Ellie Chu, has demonstrated a strong and important personality, which is leadership. As stated in the principle of management, leading is one of the important factors in an organization. For example, as what was experienced by Miss Ivanka, the branch manager of Dragonfly Preschool from Semenyih branch, she received guidance from Miss Ellie Chu, having daily meeting even though at that time she was weak, and Miss Ellie Chu never gave up on her. One of the reasons Dragonfly Preschool is successful is because they have a strong culture with great leadership and patience, committed people with the shared value, attitudes, standards, and belief. Dragonfly Preschool culture is also rooted in the company goals, strategy, structures, and approaches to team, client, and the greater community. As the conclusion, every successful organization will have a great leader working towards a common goal, leading the employees and subordinates to achieve greater heights together. That's all for our Group 3 video presentation. Thanks for listening. Goodbye!